Crystalized. Ninjago Crystalized. This season is probably the most divided season of the whole entire show. I mean, you have the seasons where most people consider it to be peak. You have the seasons where most people consider it to be not so good. And you have this season where if you were to get 100 people in a room and ask them what they think of Crystalized, 50 of them would say it's good, and the other 50 would say it's the worst piece of content they've ever seen in their lives. Now, me personally, I think it's alright. I personally found most of part 1, actually all of part 1, to be pretty freaking good.
Into the mouth. Nice.
Part 2, though, there are some good episodes.
Ow. Nice.
Some mid episodes. And then these episodes.
It's the biggest piece of dog shit that
Now, why, oh why, is Crystalized so divided? Well, the season has its fair share of problems. One of the main ones being its characters. Now, you have some characters who are just unbearable to watch on screen, who have their entire arcs and previous journeys through their other installments just be, erased because. And then there's Nia, who isn't a bad character, but has been written into awful situations which make no sense and contradict previous lessons of the show.
Well, what do we got here? The girl ninja who lost her powers but still thinks she's a ninja. When are you gonna learn? Your time is over. Crystallize her, boys!
Powers don't make a hero.
The show. Then you have characters who could have been great, who had the potential to be great, but just don't do anything. And of course, you have characters who are actually pretty decent. And finally, you have the character, the MVP. You most definitely already know who I'm talking about. They're in the thumbnail. They're probably also in the title. I'm talking about Pixal. I personally believe Pixal is the best character of the season. I think this is her personal best season. And I'm here today to explain to you why and how. So, let's start. Now, Pixal appears in both episodes 1 and 4, but the caring doesn't commence until episode 5.
Public enemies 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5!
Now, in order to save Nia, the ninja need Asphira and her staff. They already have Asphira, but Jay and Cole failed to get the staff from Borg Tower because it wasn't there. And thanks to Pixal, she asked Cyrus Borg where the staff is. It's currently on a truck moving across the city to a new location. How would a ninja get the staff, I ask you? Well, they get it because of Pixal. Pixal had designed Kai, Jay, Cole, Zane, and Lloyd new vehicles. These vehicles are not entirely there, to sell toys. They actually have a purpose. First of all, they can't use their other vehicles because, Cole's dirt bike, it exploded. Jay, I don't think even has a vehicle. Shuricopter, I'm pretty sure is out of commission from Seabound. And Kai's Katana 4x4, I don't know where that's at. Not only are these vehicles needed because their vehicles from the previous season are gone, but this is a stealth mission, and these vehicles can camouflage, which is very needed, for a stealth mission. And you just can't have Zane flying into the sky with a bright white helicopter and Kai swooshing from the side with a bright red truck. They have to be stealthy, but they have to blend in with the night, and these vehicles do that perfectly. Because of Pixel, they get the staff, and in the next episode, because they got the staff, Nia is rescued. So basically, Nia gets rescued because of Pixel. The carrying still continues. Now we're on to episodes 6 and 7.
A painful promise.
Ninjago City versus Ninja.
The ninja go to jail because, lost stuff. And if you break a criminal out of their cell, that's illegal. So you obviously will go to jail. So, yeah, that's what you do. They go to jail. While in prison, they learn about the Crystal King from Pythor. No, wait, not from Pythor. From, the Kabuki Max person, Harumi. And unfortunately for the ninja, since they're in jail, they can't do anything about it. Now, the ninja being in jail is not a fault of Pixel's whatsoever. The vehicles worked as designed. They got caught because Kai opened his mouth and revealed that they were the OG ninja. Teal ninja didn't throw the shuriken into Zane's jet. They crashed and that stuff. So yeah, they're not in jail because of Pixel, but the goat still breaks them out with the help of Nia. You see, now that Nia's back, she's not really feeling too good because she doesn't have any powers. So she comes up with the idea to be Samurai X again, and goes to Pixel to ask for a mech. Why didn't she build the mech herself? The known mechanic, the known builder, Nia. I don't know, but I'm not complaining. I am actually. But anyway, Pixel makes the mech. The mech is then used to break the ninja out of jail, which they then go, to do the stuff in episode, 11. Now, if you haven't noticed already, there seems to be a trend here. Every time the ninja are in trouble, every time they've taken a fat L, Pixel is there to carry. When they couldn't get the staff, the first fat L, Pixel makes some vehicles to go get it. When they get captured and sent to prison, Pixel makes Nia a mech to go get them out. When Nia is sad about, not having powers and thinking she's useless without them, Pixel makes Nia the mech, so that way she could be Samurai X again. Pixel has helped time and time again. The first couple of episodes, they're all part 1, not part 1. I can't believe I just said that. But yeah, every time something goes wrong, something goes bad, Pixel is there to help. She's there to carry, and she still continues to carry. That's when we get to episode 15.
The fall of the monastery.
So in this episode, the goat, Asphira, Mechanic, and Pythor face off against the goat, Wu, Skylar, and Nia. And the fight results in the latter team getting completely clapped.
She needs our help!
That just destroyed. But they weren't doing entirely bad. They stood a fighting chance because A, Wu is extremely skilled fighter, and B, Pixel's mini pix team. Mini pixes? Mini pixi? I'm just calling them the mini pix team.
This fight seems a little unfair. I think it's time we even the odds.
Pixel, what are these?
I call them mini-pigs.
Are they supposed to scare me? 'Cause they look adorable!
Mini-pigs, attack! You didn't think I built everything on my own, did you?
Actually, until now, yes.
Turns out Pixel built a bunch of little mini droids to help her build the vehicles, and they help her fight in this fight. Unfortunately, the mini pix team gets destroyed by the crystal spiders. The entire monastery, like the cave area, gets completely obliterated. And because of the mini pix team that Pixel created, they literally escape and don't die of a freaking explosion. Mini Pix 7 drags Wu, Pixel, and Skylar out of the cave, and remember the mech Pixel built for Nia earlier? Yeah, it didn't explode either. So Nia went in that mech, the whole place exploded, and Nia turned out to be fine because Pixel is a genius and a goat that carries. So yeah, because of Pixel and her skill, she managed to save basically everyone here. Saved Pixel, not Pixel, she saved Skylar, Nia, and Wu. And now we're on to my personal favorite part. my personal favorite little example of Pixal caring, because what happens here, this is genuinely just insanely nuts to me. Episode 19.
Crystastrophe.
The Overlord Crystal King sends his Crystalized Dragon Swords or Skies, whatever they're called, to attack the farmer's village. While there, Pixel asks the ninja to get her a sample of the crystal, so that way she can reverse engineer it and make a counter strike. And the fact that she was able to do this in episode 21.
A lesson in anger.
Alright, so after Jade gets Pixel a piece of crystal from the Crystal Warrior, she's able to make their vehicles counteract the very powers of the Overlord. This universe's equivalent of the devil. She's able to make their vehicles destroy the powers of the Overlord.
But tell me, inform my ignorance. How are you going to defeat an enemy whose very existence mutes your elemental powers and renders your vehicles useless?
With these. I have coated the vehicles in a nanotech polymer designed to withstand the energy-draining properties of the crystals. The crystals emit a form of radiation that disrupts electrical systems. I have shielded against it. Instead of being drained, the crystal temple will actually provide a power boost.
Oh, this is so much better than poorly taught Oni-form classes!
The increased power should also augment your weapon systems, allowing for more effective combat. But please do not use the power boost too often, or you risk your vehicles burning out.
Previously, the ways that they could counteract the Overlord's power was with literally stone armor and golden power. You know, ancient historical crazy artifacts and powers, but no, Pixel's just able to recreate a counter to his powers in a cave.
With a bunch of scraps!
Like, the vehicles do the exact same thing in dragon form does. Zane's jet, it's basically his dragon form. She's able to recreate the power of gods, godlike power. Like, if that's not goated behavior, then I don't know what is. But unfortunately, since the ninja are incompetent, they get their vehicles destroyed. Well, Kai, Colin, Zane, Jace is fine. But yeah, we don't see Pixel do something like crazy good and just awesome until
Return of the Ice Emperor.
which unfortunately I have to talk about this episode. I'm sorry. So while the show was hammering in our faces that Nia's completely useless without her powers, she can't do anything without her powers, Pixel solos 3 Crystal Warriors with a sewer lid in like 10 seconds. Do I really gotta say it again? I'm gonna say it again. Goat behavior. She then goes to Zane's crash site, saves him, and brings him back to Borg Tower with the help of the escaped prisoners. So yeah, that's all I have to say for this episode. Thank God this segment was short. Now we're on to perhaps her best episode, including her best scene.
Compatible.
Let's get scene. I personally think that this episode is just the conclusion, the perfect conclusion to Pixel's series arc. Like how Master of the Mountain was like perfect for Cole's series arc, and Seabound was perfect for Nia's and Crystalized. But yeah, I just think this episode and the scene where she says goodbye to Zane is just the perfect ending for like her journey throughout the entire series. In most seasons, there's a scene towards the end where the character makes a realization of the growth in their journey. And Pixel has a scene very similar to those scenes where she basically just thanks Zane for everything he's done. She started this series as basically a mindless droid, but over the course of it, we saw her transform into one of the most selfless characters of the series. She's constantly putting her life on the line for others. She's constantly willing and always helping people. She always seems to care more for others than she does for herself. See more where she's constantly telling Zane to go be free again, and just leave her there. In season 10, when she's basically willing to sacrifice herself, put her life on the line to make sure Lloyd and Garvin get out of the Only Cloud. And see season 11, where she once again is willing to put her life on the line to stop the Rehamminants from season 5. Out of all the characters we've seen from this series, I feel like she's put her life on the line the most, and she's been the most willing to help save and protect. Like I said earlier, her selflessness is just so admirable, and that's like one of the main reasons I find her to be such a great character. For 10 this season. Though the characters of this season are heroes, you don't really feel the heroicness of what they're doing. Like, for Pixal, I feel like she's going to go up against the Overlord and its army to help and to save. This scene perfectly shows her growth throughout the entire series, and I just absolutely love it for that.
It seems the Zane I knew is gone. I will say my goodbyes, and then we will join the fight. Zane, I was once just an android, a machine. And then, long ago in a different battle, you gave up half your power source to save me. In that moment, you changed me. I felt things I never felt before. I felt love for you. Our friends need us now, and I must go to battle. If I am able, I will return. I do not know if there is anything after this life for beings such as you or I. But if there is, I will find you there. Goodbye, my Zane.
So yeah, I just absolutely love this scene. It's just the perfect, like, culmination of her character and her journey throughout the entire series. It's just really good. Honestly, I think the best scene of the last 8-7 episodes of Crystalized. Like the rest of the ninja and the characters in the scene, Pixel helps destroy the Crystal Warriors. But unlike the rest of them, she's destroying them by the 100 with the mech she built. Another mech that she built, another thing that she created, because, you know, she's the GOAT. So, yeah, she's destroying them by literally the hundreds. And, yeah, I think this is the last thing I can say about Pixel for this season in terms of her just absolute cool GOATness. Like, she's just a fantastic character in this season. She's probably the best. She's absolutely the best character of this season. It was just an absolute blast to see her here. Another thing I want to, another point I want to give to Pixel is her voice acting, especially in the scene where she talks to Zane's unconscious body. The actress did a very good job. It was just really good acting, in my opinion. So yeah, unless I came up with anything else, layers, this is all the reasons why I believe Pixel to be the GOAT in Ninjago Crystalized. Thank you for watching. I'll put some other stuff in the end card credits that you can watch if you like this. I don't know what else to say. Bye.